Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Bethany Empowers Tarot. I'm Bethany, and today we're doing a new moon in Pisces reading. Happy Pisces season. It just started. Oh, I don't even remember. I'm so bad at remembering the days that the season started. But anyways, the new moon in Pisces is on the 27th of February. But even if you're watching it after that or before that, because I will be posting, I think, a couple days before, the messages, if they land, if they resonate, they are still relevant. So don't worry if it is not the exact time frame that the reading is about. It's about the energy, it's about the messages, it's about what you need to hear and what makes sense to you. And that is it. All right, before we get started, thank you so much for joining me. If you are new, thank you for watching my videos. I hope that they resonate for you. And if you like what you hear, go ahead and subscribe and hit the like button, and also leave a comment. If you're returning, thank you so much for supporting me and coming back. I appreciate every one of you who watches my videos regularly and lets me know how they impact you. I really, really love hearing about it. So, if you would like your own reading or session with me, you can email me. My email address is below in the description. And right now I'm having a special for love and romance readings only. So it is $44 for 30 minutes. That can be pre-recorded, where you send me your questions and then I record it and send you the link, or it can be live over video chat, one-on-one. And so that is going until March 20th, which is spring equinox, or when spring starts. So that. Otherwise, you can email me to inquire about pricing for readings or how you can get a reading or a session. I offer Reiki, Theta Healing, and also Ontological coaching sessions. But if you have any questions about that, you can, like I said, email me. Also follow me on Instagram at Bethany Empowers or Bethany Empowers Tarot. I post regularly on there. And different things on both accounts. So, yeah. All right, let's see what's going on. We're going to look at the overall theme of this new moon. We had one that flew out while I was talking. Okay, so not surprised, it's the moon that came through, because in the tarot, the moon card represents Pisces energy. So the moon is, generally represents like our emotions, our internal world. Here it says soul, so it represents, like, I guess this our spirit, like our soul essence, who we are, uh, outside of these human. I want to say outside of, but I guess outside of these human bodies, these human meat suits. Jupiter, abundance, amazing. Look at that, 27, 2 and 7. That's the date of the new moon. Coincidence? I don't think so. Should we get one more? So yeah, the planet Jupiter represents abundance. Again, so I'm using my Black Moon astrology cards. You might want to look at where your moon placement is, where your Jupiter placement is, like what sign you have in those planets. And it'll tell you more about yourself, and how you process things, how you show up in the world, things like that. Ooh, Grand Cross, Provoker. Interesting. Provoker. I'm going to do this actually, because we have a lot of red and green. So red is our root chakra, green is our heart chakra, so that could be significant. Our root chakra is, where we feel grounded and stable. It can represent money. Our bodies, our physical bodies, and then the heart chakra is our emotions, our heart, what we feel inside. All right, we'll get some more. Let's see what this is about. Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? I feel like there's something about like having a soul's calling, right? Or like feeling like you're being called somewhere or in a certain direction, and it's like inexplainable because, or unexplainable. I think it's unexplainable. Inexplicable is, anyways, I think it's unexplainable. Um, because it's like you're being pulled towards something that might go against what logically makes sense or what is maybe like expected from everybody and everybody else around you or in society, but it's like the reason you're being called. All these cards, trying not to make a mess. I think that one wants to come out. What was I saying? Ay, ay, ay. What was I saying? It might be unexplainable, something about it's going against maybe what is expected of you or what's expected from the people, like what other people expect or what other people do around you. Um, it may also feel like not of this world. It feels like a little out there, you know? I'm just going to leave it at that. So we have get grounded, right? I was just talking about the root chakra. It says empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. And then we have star mother. How can you mother yourself? So Pisces is a water sign, and they are very much like known for being able to, and I say this in like a loving way, like have their head in the clouds, you know, like the dreamers, um the fantasize, like they can fantasize, they have a very like vivid imagination. Um you know, and so like sometimes we can get stuck there and be a little bit delusional, but and like not be able to like maybe ground what we dream about into reality as easily, depending on how much grounded energy you have, right? So I feel like there's something around that. um Also, I'm feeling like with the provoker card, the Grand Cross, I don't know exactly what the Grand Cross represents. You might want to look it up. Maybe more will come through, but I feel like it has to do with maybe there is some kind of, I don't know. I want to know what this provoking energy is, and we'll maybe in the tarot will tell us more about that. I mean, it could also be like the provoker and like where are you being called to journey to. It's like maybe you feel like you're being like when provoking means like you know you're trying to get a certain reaction out of somebody. It generally is like a more negative one, right? Like you're like poking someone's buttons, pushing someone's buttons, trying to get them to act a certain way. It could be that the universe is trying to do that to you. So you're getting this feeling and this like wanting to go in this certain direction, and you're feeling like provoked by the universe almost. Um, too, because it has something to do with your abundance or like what you're supposed to acquire or produce. With the Star Mother, it feels like you are opening up more to maybe your like ancient ancestral kind of maybe star seed connections, being connected to your, you know, the stars, the planets more, and it's causing you to feel a little ungrounded, or you know that's why it says like you're feeling a little bit more sensitive or empathic, and so they're wanting you to connect with nature more so that you can feel more grounded and like mother yourself through this process, because you might be going through a pretty intense awakening process, um, through your body, like maybe your body's just feeling a lot of things more, and whatever you're feeling called to do, you're being required to feel more, to experience more, to hold space for more. And that can be very overwhelming to the system, to your nervous system, to your physical body. And so they're like, with the Star Mother, again, like I'm feeling like it's like a calling of like some kind of ancestral connection to the stars, right? Whether that's like maybe you have ties with like ancient Egypt or, you know, other civilizations that really connected with the stars or used that as a guidance system. Um, But even now, like maybe you're getting more into that. Maybe you're getting more into astrology, and you're noticing how the more you learn, the more you practice things. Maybe you're getting into tarot or other kind of like metaphysical modalities and tools, and you're utilizing those things, meditation or breath work or yoga, anything like that, where you're connecting to your body more, and it's helping you expand your consciousness, and realizing that like when you expand your consciousness, it's like you're expanding to like a lot you're a lot more perspectives. You're able to see more perspectives, and um, that can be overwhelming to the system, to your heart, to your mind, to your body. So it feels like there is some kind of mothering energy that is calling you forth, right? Coming from maybe the stars, but I think it is also, I'm feeling Cancer energy too, because like Cancer energy is like the home energy. So like feeling like called home, right? Pleiadian energy just popped into my head. Atlantean energy. I don't know. So all these things you might want to go look at that. Like we all have kind of like star seed origins. Um, if you believe in that, and if you don't, then you don't have to go look into it. But it's more about the energy of what's happening within your body based on what's happening like in the stars, in the cosmos, with the moon, right, where the planets are. All these things are like affecting you, and mothering yourself too through the process. You might be getting little hits or downloads about how to take care of yourself. When I say mother yourself, it's like nurturing yourself, like being very gentle, being very loving, being very comforting, things like that. As you are experiencing more, feeling more sensitive and feeling like you're more empathic towards how other people feel, or what's going on in nature, or around you. Yeah, I'm going to get a few of my power of surrender cards, and then we'll get into the tarot. With new moons, they're more reflective, more about going inward. The moon is dark, it is almost non-existent, right? So it's about looking into our shadows, looking into the depths of ourselves, the depths of our souls. And with the Jupiter abundance card too, it feels like what gold, what kind of like wealth can you take away from learning those parts of you, like going to the depths of your shadows and learning all the nooks and crannies of those parts of you, the parts of you that provoke yourself, right, to do certain things that maybe don't feel good, or like the devil energy that we all have within us, like the addictive, the obsessive, the fear, all those things. We all have those parts of us, and so it could also be about that as well. Surrender to complete healing. Yeah, see, open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. So that is what's happening for you right now. And we're at, Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. So we're in a space of like, we are going to feel more emotional because Pisces is a water sign, and they feel very deeply, and they feel a lot of things, and they're very intuitive. And so we're going to be feeling that because we're in Pisces season. It doesn't matter if you have Pisces in your chart or not. But if you do have Pisces in your chart, you might want to go look and see where they are. Maybe you have a Pisces moon. Maybe you have your Jupiter is in Pisces. So, because it says surrender to complete healing, it's like we're finishing a cycle here with some healing. Surrender, denial. Accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. Remember when I was talking about Pisces energy? This is like Two of Swords energy to me, which she's blindfolded there. So Two of Swords is about needing to go inward to find the answers because you're kind of like not seeing something. And so like that's what I was talking about, the Pisces energy, about sometimes they can be a little like head in the clouds, like not being a little delulu, it's that. So like we are maybe becoming aware of like where we're not allowing ourselves to fully heal. Yeah, surrender your addictions, definitely. Whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. That's why I started going in that rant before pulling these cards about our shadows, right? The depth of our shadow. Like that's what this new moon is calling us to do, is to like Where are we in denial about some of our addictions and allow ourselves to completely heal? Where have we not been allowing ourselves to fully heal, fully like make those changes? What parts of ourselves are still maybe provoking us to interfere with our healing? Okay, so let's look at the tarot now. Where did this deck go? There we go. Okay, take a little drinky drink. All right. So what more do we need to know about this energy? How to use it? What is the advice and guidance? So literally this is, it's the energy that I was talking about, which it says Scorpio here, but to me it feels more like Pisces energy, which is endless choices, opportunities, daydreaming, wishful thinking, searching for purpose, right? That's like having your head in the clouds, like, oh my gosh, I have so many options. Which one am I going to choose to like take with me and actually like make physical into the world? So it's like being confused. Having, that's why it says maybe. It's like, I'm not sure. I don't know. Yeah, judgment. There's something that they're saying with judgment. To me, this is about, oh, I'm sorry. Why did I say judgment? That's really weird. It's temperance. Interesting. Why did I say judgment? It says I can manage my needs and resources wisely to create harmony. But that's not an accident. I don't know why I totally thought it was the judgment card. But temperance is about balance and patience, having moderation and self-control, trying to find solutions. It's about balancing your emotions too. And so what I feel like, going back to the cards before, they were saying about the addictions, and we have this card too. Like this could be an addiction, like always having your head in the clouds, not making a choice, right? And deciding not to choose something, like that is a choice. Like non-action is a choice. And so it's about like you needing to balance your emotions, because maybe it's about feeling overwhelmed. Like I have so many choices. I don't know. Like maybe it's like that you can choose like all of these 7 cups, but you're just like, but which one is going to be the best for me? And so you kind of get stuck in like analysis paralysis and you don't want to choose. And so they're saying like you need to find some balance and like self-control of like not getting stuck there. And it's saying I can manage my needs and resources wisely to create harmony. So you might get lost here instead of allowing yourself to balance out and be like, okay, let me look at this objectively, right? Instead of being overly emotional about it and like getting kind of caught up in the whirlwind of this feels like that and this feels like that. It's like, okay, like I get it, but which one feels the best? Which one feels like is the most tangible? Which one feels like the most solid and stable? So it's like bringing it down into form, into the physical world, that root chakra energy we were talking about, right? So you're needing to ground something. First, you need to ground yourself, then you can ground things that you're working on. All right, look at all the water energy. So we have the 8 of Wands, which is about rapid change, something gaining momentum, something coming in quickly. Can be about quick action, whether that's like you taking quick action or something you're doing, or like action being taken by somebody else coming in quickly. Let me see. Then we have the Queen of Cups, which is about our emotions, right? That's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Femininity, compassion. It can be about therapy or counseling, being very empathetic and sensitive. And then we have love, right? Attraction, it's mutual. What is this about? I mean, some people need to maybe choose what they want in love, what they desire, the type of relationship they want to have, whether you're with a partner or not. It's like being able to balance yourself to realize like what you need. And maybe that's what has been confusing, is like I'm not even sure what I need in a relationship or in this relationship, depending on if you're in one or not. Yeah, see the Lover. So a love relationship is being highlighted here. You're confused. Like, so like for those of you who are single, maybe it is like this is your addictive pattern of like, no, I'm just going to be single, have a lot of options, right? Like this could be endless choices, and you get stuck in that pattern of like, wishful thinking and daydreaming instead of like actually being present with what you have in front of you, as in like the people you're choosing. And I think they're also saying, I mean, well, for one, I guess I'm hearing you have a choice to make. You need to choose. Like perhaps you have multiple options in love, multiple people. And that once you choose, like whatever your heart's desire, it feels like is like when you go towards that direction, it's going to happen very quickly for you. But first you have to choose. But you need to be balanced and grounded before you can actually make that decision, because right now you're confused. Right. And there's also the surrender denial card that came through before. Here is Pisces energy too. It's being intuitive. It's about your subconscious energy, feminine energy, your inner voice, your inner secrets, right? I feel like and here's the moon in Pisces. It's perhaps things will be revealed to you as well during this new moon in Pisces about like what you truly desire. Perhaps you've been trying to find those answers, but you've been struggling, or maybe you've just been struggling with hearing the actual answer, Like you need to let go of somebody, or you need to embrace somebody, right? Or both. You need to let go of somebody or some people and embrace one person or another person or something like that. It's like you already know what your intuition is telling you. So like, but there's something that is um keeping you from fully choosing what you want or what feels good to you. So the Page of Wands, here's imagination and inspiration. This is fire energy, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, so I'm getting a couple of things. Someone might be younger, right? There might be an age gap. Um, that's just what I'm getting. And or um, you're feeling like you don't know what you're doing. Like the Page of Wands to me is like a beginner, maybe, And so like you're just like, I don't know, like this is so new to me, or I'm not sure, or I don't know how this is going to turn out. So there's maybe like this like fear of the unknown, fear of like, you're feeling like a beginner for some reason. Whether that's like maybe you haven't been in a relationship in a really long time, or you haven't been with a new person in a really long time, like if you're maybe like leaving someone and then, you're going to be single and then meet somebody else or something. So we have the Six of Wands, which is about getting recognized. Some people may struggle with feeling like getting attention, is what I'm feeling. But I feel like you are going to be getting a lot of attention. Or some people love getting attention, and that's the addictive kind of pattern that they're struggling with, right? Like it's like I want to get attention from multiple people instead of just one person. Or there's that fear of like being intimate and opening up to just one person. All right, the Fool. So again, I think that's what I was feeling, like the being innocent, feeling innocent. That's what I was feeling with the Page of Wands. It's like feeling kind of innocent, being a free spirit. This could also be, something that is either like you're being called to do this, or you maybe do this too much, right? Like you move on too many times. You're like, I have such a free spirit that like you can't be tied down. You don't want to be tied down. And so they're saying like you need to decide like what do you want? And because you have free will, so you can choose, you know. It's why the Lovers card came out. So you can choose. What do you want? Do you want to be with one person, or do you want to have multiple options, or do you want to be single, But right now you're being guided to make a choice. But I feel like most people do want to be in a relationship. Most, I said, okay, not everybody, when they feel ready. And I think that's maybe something that you've been calling in or working towards. And um the universe wants to give it to you because you're ready for it. But you also have to like decide, like if you have multiple options, you have to decide on the one that you want, the direction you want to go in, right? um, and if none of the options in front of you at the moment are what you actually want, then you decide to find the option to let go of those and find the option that is. So some of you, like I said, need to take a leap of faith, and some of you need to stop leaving. Like, you know, like the shadow side of the Fool would be like you're taking too many leaps of faith. Right? Like only take a leap of faith on the one that is truly what you desire. And if you're struggling with figuring out what you truly desire, I feel like this new moon in Pisces is going to help you. And I feel like hidden deep down in the depths, there is, yes, this is what I want. This is who I want. This is the type of relationship I want. This is the person, or, you know, like I said, the type of person. So, what is it that's keeping you from allowing yourself to have it? And I think it's like that surrendering to the complete healing, whatever the healing is for you, whatever you feel like you're blocked in emotionally, whether it's being vulnerable or being afraid that, you know, like sometimes it's easier to be vulnerable or to like be with a person who we know will never leave us or hurt us, but they're not actually fulfilling, you know, like as in I don't feel fulfilled when I'm in emotionally. But that's because if I chose the person that I would actually feel emotionally fulfilled with, there's and I know that I could like completely open up to that person, there's a chance that they'll leave me and then I will be hurt, right? So that's why we don't choose what we actually want, because of the fear of what could happen if it didn't work out. So that is something that's coming through. But they're saying that like you have everything you need in order to like follow your heart and follow and like go in the direction that you actually want to go in. So it's up to you to address this, to address the healing. And if you need some support in like, you know, an energy healing session or a coaching session or even just a tarot reading to get more into your situation, contact me. All right, so we have Six of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. So Six of Cups is about um, innocence. It's also about nostalgia. It can be like a very childlike energy. And then the Nine of Pentacles is about abundance and self-sufficiency and independence. I just feel like what it stems from a childhood pattern of like you've always been very independent. You've always depended on yourself, and that might be where you're struggling to like let somebody in to, or to like actually depend on someone else in a relationship, whether you are in a relationship or you are not. So that could be either or, right? The King of Wands. Protective, natural born leader, visionary, entrepreneur, magnetic, innovative, faithful, inspiring. So there could be a King of Wands around you. It can be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be, because that is King of Wands. It could just be somebody with that energy. And that could also be you, though, too. You've maybe been in your masculine energy. If you know, regardless, but here we have the Emperor, which is Aries energy. This could also have come for like maybe you are very much in your masculine energy, and that's what's keeping you from, which isn't a bad thing. And when I say like you could be a masculine man, or you could be like a feminine in your masculine energy, and still maybe it is like struggling with being in your feminine energy to receive that which you desire. But I think this could also represent a person who's around you who could like be a very good partner, or this is, you know, you being ready to be a good partner, right? Whatever, however you identify, or what if you identify with those energies, being in your masculine energy. But you also might might have to let down your guard a little bit, because you've been so used to being independent and single and like doing everything on your own. Maybe you're a single parent. Maybe you know, you're, I don't know, an entrepreneur. You have your own business, right? So there's like so many things happening that are keeping you from like allowing it in, and in order to allow it in, you have to go into your feminine energy and let down your guard and be vulnerable and things like that. So that is what is coming through. Okay, I don't want to pull more tarot. I'm gonna get some romance angels, since it seems like romance is pretty much a prominent theme here. Forgiving and learning. Yes, that's that. Healing. So as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So So you're learning to forgive and learn from the past. Separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay, I don't want to like scare those of you who are in a relationship. Doesn't mean that you're going to be separated. Soulmates. Yes, this is your soulmate. If you were wondering about a specific person, again, this is like, okay, so in the beginning it said, where are you being called to journey to? Like if you're questioning a relationship you're in or that you want to get into, they're saying, yes, this person is your soulmate and this could be the one. I'm going to get some passion. I feel like for some of you, the passion scares you. Worth waiting for. Yes. Okay. So like you may have to be separated from this person, but, and it could be because, and if you're in a relationship, doesn't mean you guys have to like physically separate, but it just means like maybe you need to like detach a little bit so that you can do this complete healing on your own so that you can be stronger in the relationship, right? So whether you're single or in a relationship, this can apply. And what they're saying is like, if you're struggling to know who it is that if you're, like I said, you have multiple options, it's like the one where you're like your body and your heart are telling you, this is the person. Like I feel more connected. I feel more passionate with this person. Um, even when we're separated. And I also feel like there's this energy of like, I'm okay with the separation. Well, for one, because you're very independent and maybe you're scared to get in a relationship. But it's also like I don't question their loyalty or I don't question whether they're going to be there or not if we are separated from each other, right? Whether that's like you guys don't see each other for a little bit, you're both busy, or you maybe like you live far away from each other, or like you haven't met the person yet, or it's like that person is like going through something, or like you or them have to like leave another relationship or something like that. And it's like you have to wait. It's almost like there's a song by Johnny Swim. You might want to look it up. It's called The Last Time, I believe. And the lyrics are like, the last time I saw somebody I want, wait, I can't remember what it, like, if I'm able to link it, I will link the song below. But it's like, something about waiting, and it's like, but I can for you. It's like, who is the person who you're like willing to wait for? That's how you know it's that person. And also the one you're really passionate about, the one that like it says allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. It's like the one where you're like you light up when you're around this person, and like it just feels like effortless and easy with the person. um and you're gonna know, like, let your body tell you who that is. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. The last time that I saw someone that I want was the first time I saw you. Yeah. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I was like singing and this came out. Romance, of course. So this is very much about romance right now, this new moon in Pisces. Which is, Pisces is a water sign and they're pretty romantic. They love love. They love, um they're sensitive and intuitive. They're good partners. It's up to you. It's up to you. You got to decide, because I feel like you guys have options, and it's like maybe both. I say both, but like could be more than two, or the options you have are good. Like, it's up to you. Like, where is your heart and your soul calling you to go? Choose that. Even if you're having to let go of someone or something, or a specific like kind of scenario or like thing you thought was going to happen with a person, or different direction, like it's up to you. I was trying to sing the words. Yeah, so it's like the last time that I saw someone that I want was the first time I saw you. The first thing that I thought was that my last thought would be of you. I don't want to stay here longer than I need to. I ain't trying to wait for love. Yeah. Um, something about something anticipation. I don't think I can make it, love. And then it goes into the chorus and it's like, but I can, but I can, but I can. but I can, but I can, but I can if it's for you. So that's what it feels like. That person where, like, if you go listen to that song and, like, there's a person that pops into your head, it's that person, okay? So it's like, I can wait for you. Like, even if we're separated, even if we aren't going to be together right away. Like, and again, you may not know this person yet, but I feel like you guys do. Like, if you are resonating with this, if this makes sense to you, it's like you know who this person is. You're either like already like dating them, or you know them, or you're friends with them, or you're in a relationship with them. Like, perhaps like if you're in a relationship already, you guys have to be separated for whatever reason, or you have to like spend more time apart because you're, both busy or something like that. But it's like, maybe, and it's like either you or them like need that time and space in order to heal from past things. And it's like, it's that person, right, that they're saying, like, if you really want this to happen with that person, like, choose that direction, and the universe is going to support you. So yeah, that's all I got for you for the new moon in Pisces. I might check in and do maybe another like career abundance or other kind of reading sometime soon if I can. Since that one was like the majority of, it was basically all just about romance. So if you have any questions, email me, comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate the support and the love. I'm sending you guys so much love. And again, if you want your own reading with me or energy healing session or coaching session, that energy that you can email me. But the information is below. Find my email address below in the description. Okay, I will see you guys again soon. All right, bye.